What if the fate of the entire world rested in the hands of a single goddess? A goddess who embodies both life and death, innocence and power. This is the story of Persephone, the queen of the underworld. Was she an innocent victim or a willing ruler of the dead? Join us as we uncover her story. A tale of love, abduction, and the power to change the seasons. Before Persephone became the queen of the underworld, she was Kore, the maiden. Daughter of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and fertility, Persephone embodied youth, beauty, and the promise of spring. She lived in a world of eternal sunlight, surrounded by nature's bountiful beauty. Flowers bloomed at her touch, and the earth seemed to flourish with life wherever she wandered. Persephone's role as Kore was simple, but essential. She was a living symbol of spring, the season of renewal. In her presence, nature awakened from its winter slumber. Flowers blossomed, crops grew, and the earth was alive with colour wherever she stepped. To the ancient Greeks, Persephone wasn't just a goddess. She was the embodiment of life itself. But it wasn't just Persephone's connection to nature that made her so powerful. It was her bond with her mother, Demeter. Their relationship symbolized the nurturing force of the earth. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, represented abundance and fertility, while Persephone, as her daughter, was the personification of the earth's rejuvenating power. Together, they were the forces that ensured the land would remain fertile and abundant. As long as Persephone remained at Demeter's side, the world knew only warmth and growth. Together, they made the earth a paradise, a never-ending season of life. But the harmony between mother and daughter was about to be shattered. One fateful day, as Persephone wandered through a meadow, picking flowers with nymphs, something caught her eye. A flower unlike any other glowed brightly beneath the midday sun. Curious, she bent down to pluck it, and in that instant the earth beneath her feet opened. From the chasm a dark chariot rose, drawn by black horses. At the reins sat Hades, the god of the underworld. In a flash, Persephone was seized by Hades and pulled into the very depths of the earth. As the chasm closed behind them, her cries echoed, but they were swallowed by the earth's cavernous silence. The world that once knew only spring and life was about to change forever. Hades was the ruler of the underworld, cold, powerful, and brooding. His kingdom was a place of shadow and stillness, a stark contrast to the light-filled world of Persephone. He had been watching her for a long time, and her innocence and beauty had captured his heart. But was Persephone truly a victim, or did she have a deeper connection to the darkness that pulled her in? The truth behind Persephone's abduction has been a topic of mystery and debate. Some say she was taken against her will, while others suggest that she was not so unwilling. Was she fated to rule the underworld? Or was there something else, something magnetic, that drew her to this dark realm? Back on Earth, Demeter was devastated. She searched the earth, calling out for her daughter, but Persephone was gone, swallowed by the underworld. And in her absence, the world began to wither. The crops that once flourished now lay dead, the fields grew barren, and the earth turned cold and desolate. Demeter, consumed by grief, refused to bless the earth. Her sorrow was so great that she abandoned her duties as the goddess of agriculture. No longer did the earth receive her warmth, no longer did crops grow or flowers bloom. The land withered, and the very essence of life seemed to fade away. The gods of Olympus saw the devastation. The earth itself was dying. The other gods, including Zeus, realized that they had to intervene. Zeus, the king of the gods, sent Hermes to the underworld to negotiate Persephone's return. But would Hades willingly release her, or would he fight to keep her as his queen? In the underworld, Persephone sat beside Hades, but she felt the tug of the world she once knew. When Hermes arrived, he delivered the message. Persephone was to return to the earth. But before she left, Hades offered her a pomegranate, a fruit that held both life and death. Persephone ate 6 seeds. In ancient Greece, the pomegranate was not just a fruit, it was a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. By eating it, Persephone made a crucial choice. She couldn't return to the surface without leaving a part of herself behind in the underworld. Those 6 seeds meant that Persephone would forever be tied to the realm of the dead. But what did this mean for Persephone? Was she truly a prisoner? Or was there a part of her that found peace in the underworld? The dark, silent kingdom of Hades had its own allure after all. Could Persephone have felt a strange sense of belonging? Zeus, recognizing the need for balance, struck a compromise. Persephone would spend part of the year with her mother Demeter in the world of life, where the earth would once again thrive. But for the other part of the year, she would return to the underworld, ruling by Hades' side as the Queen of Death. This cycle became the explanation for the seasons. Each year, when Persephone descended into the underworld, the earth fell into winter, cold and barren. But when she returned, spring arrived and life flourished once more. Persephone's role was crucial, not just as a goddess, but as a living embodiment of the cycle of life, death and rebirth. Persephone's legacy lives on in art, literature and culture. She has inspired countless artists, poets and thinkers for centuries. To this day, Persephone symbolizes the eternal dance between light and dark, life and death. Her story reminds us that life is fleeting, but death is a part of it, a necessary passage to rebirth. From ancient texts to modern films, Persephone's image remains as powerful as ever. She has been reimagined in many forms, as a victim, a queen, and a symbol of inner strength. Her duality, her role as both goddess of life and death, resonates with people across time and cultures. Persephone's journey is not just a story of loss, but of empowerment, transformation, and understanding the deeper mysteries of existence. So the next time you witness the change of seasons, the transition from light to dark, from growth to decay, remember Persephone. She is the queen who bridges two worlds, reminding us that life and death are but parts of a greater cycle. In the shadows, there is beauty, and in the light, there is mystery. Thank you for joining me in uncovering the story of Persephone, a goddess whose tale endures through the ages. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mythological mysteries and untold stories from the world of ancient myths. Until next time.